Get on your P's and Q's. All right. So, what do you got there, Kevin? Oh, okay, good job. So today, as you can see here, we have us a staccato lineup. I am interested in seeing which one of all of these is it that I shoot the best. Okay, I understand they're all, they share the same characteristics as far as it being 2011s, but they have different, I guess, barrel lengths, different weights, and different, which can play a better part when you're actually shooting the firearm. So I just want to run them. We're going to run them. We're going to see what placements or what shot placements are better with which one of these pistols. So I'm going to give you just, I mean, not too much information. We're just going to look at them. I'm going to tell you what it is, and we're going to move on to the next one. All right, so the first one we have here is the Staccato CS. This is the carry version of the staccatos. As you can see, it's pretty compact. It's a smaller fit in the hand, so it's very compressed. You can carry this. For me, it's a little bit heavier. There is no magazine in here, and if we do add the magazine, it's going to give it some extra weight. But for me, right now, this is just not something for me, or I would be interested in carrying. This is the Staccato CS. All right, so let's move right along to the Staccato C2. She's strapped down, hold on. The Staccato C2, now mind you, all of these are chambered in 9mm. The Staccato C2 is just a little bit bigger than the Staccato CS. It's a little beefier. I'll show you a little comparison when we get into the range, but yet they still share all of those very similar characteristics. I carried this one for quite some time. It became too much for me, so I just had to put it down. And another thing, I didn't want to lose it if I had to use it, so that was my main reason for putting something like this down, as well as it was just too many more functions to actually engage and make happen in order for me to make that pistol go bang if I was in a situation. So that was the Staccato C2. Moving right along, we have the Staccato P. Pistol is clear. Now this one is obviously bigger than the C2 and the CS. This one is more of a duty pistol. I'm sure my shots with this would be probably a little bit better than the CS and the C2, but just to let you know, this is my least favorite staccato. I'm not a fan of the Staccato P. It doesn't make it bad, it just makes it, I'm just not a fan of it. This is just my least favorite. The Staccato P. All right, so up next we have the Staccato XL. Ooh, which would be their competition version, or their competition pistol of their line. This one here is probably my favorite staccato, although it's not the CS, it doesn't have the comp and all that other stuff. I find myself shooting the XL a lot better than the XC. So right now, the Staccato XL is my favorite staccato. And here we have the Staccato XC. All right, we are clear. This is how she looks. Now this one would be the Cadillac of staccatos. It is a very nice shoot. I do enjoy shooting this, but as I said, I feel like the Staccato XL for me is a better shoot. But this one here is definitely a nice shoot. All right, so what are we shooting today? We are shooting staccato ammunition. This one is range 124 grain, 1130 feet per second is what we will be shooting in this. And we know where we are, we know where we are, we know what we're doing. So the only thing left now to do is what? The only thing left now to do is what?
Shoot them up and send them down range.
Got it. Let's suit them up so we can send them down range. So let me show you the only one that I don't have. The only one that I don't have, I'm a little skeptical about even wanting it, is because it takes Glock magazines. And I just feel like, that it just don't, for me, it just don't go together. But Bebo would say different. But is this Staccato HD. Now this is also chambered in 9mm. Look at this. Look at this rear sight. That is so ugly. That is the ugliest placement for a rear sight ever. Let me know what you think. The Staccato HD. Okay, so let's suit them up, y'all. Let me get my ears. Oh, my ammo too. I don't think this is gonna end well. Okay, yeah, like this. Come on. All right, Fernie and Kevy. Can I have some ears, please? I left. All right, here we go. We have our setup. We got our target. Let's get our pistol and then we'll send our target down. Send our target back. I can't reach this one. So up first, we have the Staccato CS. That is how she looks, chambered in 9mm. So I'm gonna give you 2 magazines. We're gonna shoot, give it, some time in between shots, and then we're gonna speed up our shots on that second magazine. All right? So this is our first mag. Okay, not bad. This one only has 1 magazine. I must have left the other one. Let me reload this and then we're gonna speed up the shots and I'll show you the target. Okay, we are shooting at about 7 yards. So this magazine, I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit and see how. Pistol is clear, magazine is empty. Staccato CS. Let's look at this target. Not bad. 7 yards. My first magazine, we had those little flyaways, but then on my second magazine, I kind of recovered and kept them pretty nice and steady. All right, so this is Staccato. This one was the Staccato CS. And this is the carry option for Staccato. Well, besides the HD, I don't have the HD. Let's get another target and move right along. Up next, we have the Staccato C2. This is just a little bit larger than the CS. We got the 2 magazines for that. And this is how she looks. As I told you, I carried this one for a little bit of time. And I was pretty all right with it. All right, same deal. Still that same one out the way. Staccato C2. Let's look at the target. All right. It never fails. There it is. And that is with the Staccato C2. All right, we got to get them tighter. All right, up next is the Staccato P. Now this one would be like their duty version of their pistols, also chambered in 9mm. All right, I got 2 magazines. Keep still. All right. Oh, that was good. Those are left. Told you this was my favorite. All right. See if we can drive them to the right. I think this is my worst one so far. Let's look at the target. Yep. I don't know which one of these two was my first shots. We're still centralized, but the grouping is a lot wider. It flowered a lot wider than what I want it to be. My shots initially were left, and I don't like that. So this is with the Staccato P. 7 yards. So we got my favorite Staccato, which is the Staccato XL. Oh, see that? That is how she looks. Very pretty. Also chambered in 9mm. We got 2 magazines. Oh, beautiful. Trigger like a hairpin. Speed these up just a little bit. Whew. Let's look at that target. All right, so the usual, my flyaways, but my grouping is a lot tighter with this right here. So we're gonna count these 3 and well, stop those 3, but that grouping is a lot tighter. That is the Staccato XL. Here we have the Staccato XC. Chambered in 9mm. Come on, stay. All right. Not saying that this is not a good shoot. I like it. I just find myself shooting the XL better. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna let the paper talk. Whoa. I don't like that target already. Ah! Now the slide didn't lock back. We had one malfunction and we're empty. Come on, Staccato. Don't do me like that. All right. She just needed a little warming up. That's all. But that target looks like the worst. Wow. All right, let's look at the target. Yeah, well, I don't know, I felt like I was shooting a little faster, but these here are unacceptable. So I got these in the 9, that up there, and I mean, it's pretty, no, it's flowered. It's not what I need to be. And that is the Staccato XC, chambered in 9mm. All right, so let's look at all of these targets. And this assess something very quickly. All right, guys, all my bags. Let's go. Let's look at these targets. My first target, well, this first target is my Staccato XC. As you can see, it's not impressive enough for it to have been shot with the Staccato XC. All right, this next one is the Staccato XL, which is my favorite Staccato. You see that? That is much tighter. We do have a couple flyaways here, but that is a tight grouping. Staccato XL. Then we have the Staccato P, which is this one here. We do have some flyaways down here, but we also have, we also have just a couple flyaways right here, as you see. But this Staccato P is, well, this target is the Staccato P. All right, the Staccato C2 is this target. Now this one here I have shot a lot, probably a lot more than all of my other Staccatos, because as I told you, I was actually carrying this C2 for some time, and it shows in my target. So I do have a flyaway here, and I have one flyaway there, but everything else is very, very tight, and this is with the Staccato C2. All right, Staccato CS is this one here. Couple flyaways. Excuse me, everybody want to talk when I'm busy. But also a very tight grouping. Now, all of these shots were done at 7 yards, and I feel like we did pretty good. So, what did y'all see? How did y'all feel? Let me know. Drop that in the comments. That is my Staccato lineup. The only one that I'm missing thus far is the HD. And let me know. Let me know. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's worth me getting the HD? If it is, let's talk about it. So with that being said, yo, gang, thank you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel just by watching this video. And y'all know I love it when things work. But my Staccato XC had a failure to eject and a failure to lock back after the last round. But we ain't going to put too much pressure on it. Y'all know I love y'all for life. Muchos besitos. Peace.